Hey everybody. Yeah. That worked out. I don't like the way they design these phones. You can't prop them up properly. They're just, you gotta hold them all the time in order to make videos. I can't be holding this thing, so I'm gonna put you here the best I can. Let me see if I can do it this way. Okay. Of course, I don't want to rotate. All right, so hopefully this is gonna work. It might be sideways, nothing I can do about it. I gotta drive on my way to work. I felt, I don't have my glasses on, hold on. I don't have my contacts on, so I need my glasses. All right. What was the message, I think, today that I needed to say? Oh, okay, witch hunts. This is going to become a real witch hunt soon. The persecution of Christians. It's going to keep intensifying. The Bible said this would happen. Get ready. It's going to be a literal witch hunt. And what you need to realize is that when this happens, we're going to have to go underground like they did in the old days, back 2,000 years ago. You will not be allowed to make videos like this about Christianity. They may even come after us for videos we posted before they enacted laws against it, or make us take down our whole Facebook account. I love how people jaywalk. Yeah, great, wonderful. Anyway, I love when people just purposely walk in front of your cars and with their head held high like everybody's going to stop and wait for them when they're doing a crime. Anyway. So what I was saying was, they're going to basically delete our accounts, social media, anything because there's going to be, like, my Facebook has decades of Christian posts on it. So when it becomes illegal, I can get in trouble for that, or they'll just delete my account. Or offer me to delete it, and if I don't delete it, I'll get in trouble. Fined, arrested, whatever. You're not going to be able to get religious books at all. And in fact, it's already begun. Have you noticed that Barnes & Noble, for example, the witchcraft section is like 4 aisles long, and all this New Age stuff? However, the Christian section, the Catholic and Christian section on prayers is literally just like this big. Okay, they're getting rid of it. Also, I gotta order books. If I want a book on the saints and stuff like that, like a particular Catholic saint, you can't even find them. In the libraries, the public libraries, the section on Christianity and Catholicism is real small. Books and DVDs, almost non-existent. And when I try to order DVDs and CDs and books on specific Catholic or Christian subject matter or saints, they can't find any. What are they doing with them? Burning them? Okay, so it's already begun a long time ago. But I'm telling you, okay, I'm doing 73 miles an hour, and this jerk it's not fast enough, even though I got people right in front of me. Like, what do you want? Oh, these people. You're doing 80 and they want you to do 90. It's like, they're all in a rush to just go to hell. Honestly, I'm so tired of people. But anyway, remember what happened back in the beginning of Christianity, and it's going to happen again, worse now. Okay, they already have FEMA camps set up. They're going to hunt us down. You won't be able to have churches or crucifixes publicly on buildings. They'll shut the churches down. You'll get in trouble for congregating. You can't preach or proselytize or hand out pamphlets or flyers or books. If you're caught with any books or whatever, remember what the Nazis did to the Jews. History repeats itself. They will do this. If they find that you have religious books and Bibles in your home and stuff, they'll probably confiscate them or arrest you. I mean, it's going to get to that point during the end when the Antichrist is really in full power. And he's getting close. They're going to come after You won't be able to find a Bible anymore, so you better buy them now. You won't be able to go to church anymore, so you better start going now. You won't be able to find a confession or a priest to take your confession, so you better do it now. You won't be able to proselytize or preach the gospel, so you better do it now. I'm not joking, people. It's here. It's happening. Furthermore, they will round us up and tell us to take the mark of the beast. And if we don't, we'll be tortured, imprisoned, or killed. That's biblical. And that's what they did to the Jews. This has happened so many times in history. They'll do it. They're going to do it. You had to see what they did to the Christians 2,000 years ago. It wasn't pretty. So it's a real witch hunt that we're preparing for. And there was something else I needed to tell you. You won't be able to find stuff online. You won't be able to. They know everything you watch and listen to online. So if it has anything to do with Christianity, you won't be able to find it. You won't be able to do stuff online anymore. You won't find movies or books. They'll be banned, and they won't let you make any more. They're already enacting laws that if you even try to teach children under the age of 18, that you can get arrested. Okay? California's trying to do this. Israel, Canada, okay? You know what that means? No Sunday school. No way to teach our kids. No catechism, not even in your own home. You can't catechize kids anymore. They won't be able to become Catholic. You won't be able to have baptisms of any kind, Catholic or Protestants. Think about what this means. What's coming for us. What's already begun. What else was there? There was something else. They're already silencing us, trolling our pages, fact-checking everything. Yes, this is what I think God wanted me to say. And if it's not God, then it's just common sense. The vaccine mandates, okay, remember what they did to people who wouldn't take the vaccine. They treated them just like they're going to if you refuse the mark of the beast. People were fired and nastily escorted off of property at work. They were slandered. Their names were written down in the government. Family members who were vaccinated would not allow unvaccinated, even to this day, I still see it happening. Unvaccinated family members come to birthday parties or holidays. They won't let them in the house because they're unvaccinated. It's more of a control trip. It's more of a power trip. Like, we all did it, you need to do it too, otherwise you're banished from the family, and this and that. Okay, well, if they did all of that to people, millions of us were hated, publicly rejected and humiliated and made an example of because we didn't want to take a vaccine. So they're going to do worse to Christians. They're going to turn the world, the Antichrist and the Antichrist spirit and the media are going to start turning the population against all Christians and Christianity. Churches will be looted and burned down. People will be shot and killed, desecrated. Altars desecrated. Tabernacles desecrated. We'll be in danger. It's going to be like when back during the Nazis' time where the Jews were forced to wear the Star of David to identify them. If Christians are wearing crosses, crucifixes, clerics, nuns, priests, habits, we're going to be targeted. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say that Christianity, all Christians, whether Catholic or Protestant, have to go. They have to be canceled. They have to be silenced. They're dangerous to the New World Order, to the Great Reset. They're bigots and haters. They're preaching not to be gay. They're preaching not to have gay marriage, not to be transsexual. They're preaching, not to be drag queens. They're preaching against drugs that we legalize and alcohol. They're preaching against Satanism, which is on the rise. Christians stand against everything that these wicked New World Order satanic governments are now putting into law. So they're basically backing all Christians into a corner rounding us up and then calling us terrorists and threats and bigots and haters. And you know what? Most of the population's going to agree with them. Anyone who's not Christian is going to turn on us like a rabid dog. Can you imagine you're walking down the street or walking through New York City surrounded by millions of people and you're like the only Christian on the block and they know it? Have you any idea they're going to reject you from going into their stores and places of business? They're going to hate you. They're going to attack you and beat you and kill you and rob you and rape you. And I mean, this is where it's coming. Like, it's going to be a real bad time for Christians and Catholics, especially Catholics, on planet Earth during this whole New World Order, one world religion, mark of the beast system that is already established, people. I'm telling you, they're going to do this. It's not a matter of if, but when, and it's already begun. And for many years, it's already been happening in third world countries all over the world, Africa. People being shot up in their churches every day, priests and nuns raped and murdered and killed and burned at the stake and imprisoned, bishops imprisoned. China literally making it illegal to be a Christian or a Catholic and shutting down churches and even bothering people having gathering in their own homes. Okay? China's communist. China and Russia have now come together, as I said they would, and the Bible said they would, the dragon and the bear, and they will come against the eagle, America. But not just America, but America and any of their allies. Now, you got to realize, sorry, I'm passing the church. You got to realize that the symbol of the eagle is not just America, but Britain and Rome used the eagle, and even Germany used the eagle. So basically, but it's really America is the biggest one, where the eagle's wings get ripped off and it falls from power. It's no longer the world power. It's no longer protected by God. And it falls in a day to China and Russia, who will either invade or just nuke us. But I believe they're going to invade and kill most of Americans. And you don't want China. You know, they are brutal. They do not respect life or comfort. They are really, really diabolical in the way they treat prisoners and people they hate and enemies. They do not value life. They will not hesitate to take their own life and kamikaze you. And their armies outnumber American army soldiers 100 to 1. And that was the statistics, I think, 20 years ago. So imagine going up against China's army, where they don't try to save their lives. They don't mind if they get killed, okay? So they're fearless. They'll kill themselves just to kill you. So you're going up against a kamikaze army of over 200 and something thousand to maybe even a couple million man army. And that's just China alone. Now China, Russia, and Iran, and I think another country, have all banded together. They're going to come after America. They're going to hate America, and they really hate Christianity and democracy and freedom. They're communists to the core. They are evil. They work for Satan. Literally, whether they know it or not, and I think they know it. All these evil global rulers, presidents, are actually Freemasons on top of it. And there are more Freemason lodges around this world than there are liquor stores and churches. That's the Mystery Babylon religion that God was warning about. These are the people who have infiltrated the church, the seminaries, every branch of government. We are up against the devil and his armies, and not only his human army soldiers who have sold out, but we are up against demons, literally armies, legions of demons or aliens. You know, this ain't going to be pretty. This is not good. It's not pretty. I'm sounding the alarms because I've been seeing it coming for a long time, and now I'm really seeing it escalating faster than ever before. And people are just sitting around like, you know, cooking s'mores, acting like, oh, this is fine, everything's normal, crazy Christian conspiracy. No, you're going to see very soon, within the next coming years, the persecution of Christianity. I'll probably be arrested or killed. I'll have to leave the country. I won't be able to have a Facebook. They'll probably delete it. I won't be able to do this anymore. It's already, Obama started this process, actually. So you could actually blame that Antichrist, that I really believe he is the Antichrist. If he's not, then I don't know who is, but I believe he is, because I've had dreams where he was, and seeing 322 and skulls and bones and trying to get me to join them and threatening me and attacking me and turning into a demon. And I've been dealing with that since before he became president. And I told people not to vote for him. Well, he turned everything was about abomination, abortion, gay marriage, gay this, gay that, everything that God hates. He turned the White House into a rainbow flag. I mean, the man is gay himself. He's got a tranny wife. People don't want to believe this stuff. I'm telling you. Even the ones who blew the whistles got killed, like Joan Rivers. All right? People know the truth in Hollywood. They're all part of the same regime. They have to. They're scared for their life and soul if they ever open their mouths. They're in too deep. So you don't have any clue as to what we are up against. And it's here now, and it's coming. And so you need to get ready. You get your mind and soul and heart ready for the coming persecution. Some of you say, oh, we're going to be raptured out of here. You better hope so. Because if you're not, and God forces us to go through the tribulation as an ultimate test of allegiance, many of us are going to buckle and take the mark of the beast, or meet a very untimely, terrible death. So I hope there's a rapture, but I don't believe in a rapture. But I'm just saying, Christians, wake up. Because you've been asleep so long that you've let the enemy encircle your camp, and you're still sleeping. And as soon as you wake up, you're going to have guns in your face. Man, I'm trying to have a positive, hopeful future here, but I don't see it possible. The way things are going, the way things are moving so quickly now. So, you know what? I hope I'm wrong. And I'm not the only one saying these things. Many people are picking up on this. Many theologians are warning about this. So, and I'm not an accredited theologian. I'm telling you, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we're all wrong. But if we're not, and I know I'm not, we are going to be in serious trouble. And you guys need to wake up. You need to just get ready now. There's nothing we can do to stop it, but we can prepare ourselves so that we don't get lost for all eternity, at least, and make the wrong decisions and buckle under pressure. And in the meantime, make the most of the time you have to be able to evangelize and preach. And I know you're saying, oh, I don't want to do that because they're gonna know I'm a preacher, and then they're gonna just be waiting to come after me eventually. And now's not the time to start preaching. I want to hide. Well, then you're ashamed of Christ, and on Judgment Day, he'll be ashamed of you. He says that. If you won't preach him publicly, if you're ashamed of him, if you're too afraid to be a Christian, then you're going to end up in trouble. That's your issue. He's going to judge you for that. So God doesn't like cowards. Now's not the time to be effeminate or coward. Now's the time to rise up and be a real Christian and know your value and worth and importance and get your job done. Evangelize, preach, baptize, do what you got to do, because we are being put into a corner where our hands are going to be tied soon and we won't be able to anymore. And it's coming any day now.